Have you ever caught yourself struggling to get up from a chair or noticed that climbing a flight of stairs feels a little harder than it used to? Maybe you've brushed it off, telling yourself it's just part of getting older. But here's the truth. The strength you build and maintain after 60 isn't just about looking fit or feeling strong. It's the very thing that helps you keep your independence. It's what lets you cook your own meals, take a walk around the neighborhood, and live life on your terms instead of relying on others. And that's exactly why strength training isn't optional at this stage of life. It's essential. Now, don't worry. I'm not talking about lifting heavy barbells or turning into a bodybuilder. The exercises we'll go through today are simple, safe, and designed for people just like you. They don't require fancy equipment, and the benefits are so powerful that they can mean the difference between living comfortably at home or needing extra help later on. When your muscles stay strong, your balance improves, your bones stay protected, and everyday activities remain easy instead of exhausting. Let's start with something you already do every single day, whether you think about it or not: standing up and sitting down. This movement is called the sit-to-stand exercise, and it's one of the most practical ways to build leg strength. Think about it. Every time you get up from a chair, a couch, or even your bed, you're using the same muscles that keep you steady when you walk. To practice this, all you need is a sturdy chair. Sit down with your feet flat on the floor, cross your arms over your chest, and push yourself up to a standing position without using your hands. Then slowly lower yourself back down. At first, you might only manage a few, and that's perfectly fine. What matters is consistency. Each repetition strengthens your thighs, your glutes, and even your core, and those are the very muscles that protect you from falls. And here's the best part. As you get stronger, standing up will feel less like an effort and more like second nature again. Once you've built some comfort with that, the next movement is one that often gets overlooked, yet it plays a huge role in your day-to-day independence. I'm talking about wall push-ups. Now, before you roll your eyes at the idea of push-ups, hear me out. Traditional push-ups on the floor can be tough, especially if you haven't done them in years. But wall push-ups are gentle, safe, and just as effective at strengthening your upper body. Place your hands flat against a wall at shoulder height, step back a little, and lean your body toward the wall. Then push yourself back until your arms are straight again. It may not seem like much at first, but these simple movements strengthen your chest, arms, and shoulders. Why does this matter? Because strong arms and shoulders aren't just for lifting weights. They're what help you carry groceries, push open heavy doors, and even support yourself if you stumble. Think of them as your body's insurance policy against weakness creeping in. What makes these exercises even more powerful is how they fit into your daily life. You don't need to carve out an hour or join a gym. You can weave them right into the rhythm of your day. Do a few sit-to-stands before breakfast. Try a set of wall push-ups while waiting for the kettle to boil. These small, intentional actions stack up over time, and the difference you'll feel in your strength and confidence is enormous. And once you start noticing those changes, like standing up with ease or feeling steady when you carry something, you'll realize just how much control you still have over your future. Staying independent isn't about luck or genetics. It's about the choices you make right now. Even if you've never exercised in your life, your body is capable of adapting and growing stronger, no matter your age. The key is to start small, stay consistent, and remind yourself that every movement you do today is an investment in your tomorrow. Now that we've talked about building strength in your legs and arms, let's move on to another area that often gets ignored but plays a huge role in keeping you independent: your balance. If you think about the times when older adults lose their independence, it often comes down to one thing: a fall. A single slip in the bathroom, on the stairs, or even while stepping off a curb can change everything. That's why balance is so important. And the truth is, balance isn't just about staying steady on your feet. It's about how strong your core is, how well your legs respond, and how confident you feel in your own movements. One of the simplest yet most effective exercises for balance is called the heel-to-toe walk. It might sound almost too easy, but don't underestimate it. Stand tall, place one foot directly in front of the other, so the heel of your front foot touches the toes of your back foot, and then slowly take a step forward, heel to toe, like you're walking along a straight line. Try this for about 10 steps, then turn around and go back the other way. At first, you may wobble a little, and that's okay. That's actually your body's way of learning to correct itself. Over time, this exercise trains the small stabilizing muscles in your legs and feet that protect you when you're walking on uneven ground or moving quickly to catch your balance. And just think of how useful that is in everyday life, walking through a crowded store, stepping onto a bus, or even navigating around furniture at home. But balance isn't just about your legs. Your core plays a huge role too. Without a strong core, even simple movements like bending down to pick something up or twisting to grab something off a shelf can leave you unsteady. That's why strengthening your midsection is just as important as working your arms and legs. One of the best exercises for this is the seated knee lift. Sit in a sturdy chair, keep your back straight, and gently lift one knee up toward your chest, then lower it back down. Switch to the other leg and repeat. You don't have to lift high, just enough to engage those lower abdominal muscles. As you get stronger, you'll notice that your posture improves, you feel more stable, and you're less likely to lose your balance during daily activities. And here's something you might not expect. These balance and core exercises do more than just protect you from falls. They also give you back your confidence. Think about the difference between cautiously shuffling across a room, holding onto every piece of furniture, versus striding with your head up, knowing your body is steady and strong. That confidence changes the way you move through your day. It gives you freedom, the freedom to go on walks, to play with your grandkids, to travel, or simply to enjoy life without the constant worry of losing your footing. Another exercise that builds both strength and stability is the step up. All you need is a low step, like the bottom stair in your home, or a sturdy platform. Hold onto a railing or countertop for support if you need it, and step up with one foot. Then bring the other foot up to meet it. Step back down 1 foot at a time, and repeat. This simple movement strengthens your legs and hips, but it also mimics something you do in everyday life, climbing stairs, stepping onto a curb, or getting into a car. Training your body to handle this motion makes those daily moments easier and safer, while also giving your heart a little boost from the extra effort. What's powerful about these exercises is how they work together. The sit-to-stand builds your leg strength. The wall push-ups protect your upper body. The heel-to-toe walk sharpens your balance. The seated knee lift strengthens your core. And the step-up ties it all together with a functional movement you'll use constantly. Each one is simple, but together they create a foundation that supports your independence. And I know what you might be thinking. Is it too late for me to start? The answer is no. It's never too late. Your muscles respond to training at any age, and your balance can improve faster than you'd expect. You don't have to aim for perfection either. The goal isn't to move like you did when you were 20. The goal is to make each day easier, safer, and more enjoyable than the day before. What's most important is consistency. Doing these exercises once in a while won't make much difference, but turning them into a daily habit will. The great thing is, you don't need to spend hours on them. Just a few minutes each day, sprinkled into your routine, can make all the difference. Think about it. You can practice the heel-to-toe walk while waiting for the microwave, or do a few seated knee lifts while watching television. The key is simply starting, and then keeping at it. Now that we've looked at how balance and core strength protect your independence, let's talk about one more area of the body that deserves attention, because it often gets ignored until it becomes a problem: your back. If you've ever woken up with a stiff back or felt a sharp ache after bending down, you already know how much your spine affects everything you do. A weak or unstable back doesn't just cause pain, it can quietly chip away at your independence. Suddenly, lifting a grocery bag feels risky, standing for too long makes you tired, and even reaching down to tie your shoes becomes a chore. That's why strengthening your back is just as critical as working your legs, arms, and core. When your back is strong, it supports your posture, protects your spine, and gives you the power to move freely without fear. One simple exercise that makes a huge difference is the standing reverse arm and leg lift. Stand tall behind a sturdy chair, holding onto the back for balance. Gently lift one arm straight out in front of you while raising the opposite leg behind you, keeping both as straight as you can. Hold for a moment, then return to your starting position and switch sides. It might feel small, but this movement activates the muscles in your lower back, glutes, and shoulders all at once. Over time, it builds stability across your whole body, helping you stay upright, steady, and pain-free. And the best part is, you can do it in just a few minutes, right in your living room. What I love about this exercise is how it mimics the way we actually move in real life. Every time you reach for something on a shelf, lean down to pick something up, or even walk with a swinging arm and steady stride, you're engaging those same muscles. Strengthening them now means those motions will feel natural instead of risky, fluid instead of stiff. When you put all four of these exercises together, the sit-to-stand, wall push-ups, balance and core movements, and back-strengthening lifts, you've got a complete routine that doesn't just make you stronger, but keeps you capable of doing the things you love. It's not about adding years just for the sake of time. It's about adding years where you're active, mobile, and independent. Years where you can still cook for yourself, stroll through the park, laugh with your friends, and take care of the little tasks that make you feel like yourself. I want you to picture something for a moment. Imagine yourself a few months from now. You've been practicing these exercises regularly, just a few minutes each day. You go to sit down and stand up from a chair without thinking about it. You walk across a room without feeling nervous about stumbling. You carry your groceries inside with steady arms. You feel taller, more confident, and more alive. That's what this is really about. It's not about exercises or routines. It's about reclaiming the simple freedoms that let you live life fully. And I know starting something new can feel daunting. But remember, your body is incredibly resilient. It responds to movement, to care, and to attention. Even if you feel weak right now, strength is something you can build step by step. The only thing you need to do is begin. And once you do, you'll be amazed at how quickly progress shows up. So let me encourage you, don't put this off. Choose one of these exercises today. Maybe it's the sit-to-stand. Maybe it's a few wall push-ups. Maybe it's just trying the heel-to-toe walk down your hallway. Start where you are, do what you can, and let consistency work its magic. Every small effort adds up, and before long, those efforts will become your safety net against the challenges of aging. If this message resonates with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Share which of these exercises you're going to try first, or tell us how you've been staying strong and independent in your own life. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs to get started too. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. We're building a space here where growing older isn't about giving up. It's about finding new ways to thrive. Together, we can make these years the strongest, healthiest, and most fulfilling ones yet. So here's to you, to your strength, your independence, and your freedom. Remember, age doesn't define your abilities. What defines them is your willingness to keep moving, to keep building, and to keep believing in the power of your own body. Here's to living your best life at any age.